Alright, what we got here on day 3 is I redid a compression test on the cylinder. I redid the compression test on the cylinders from 1 through 4, and no, actually I drained the oil, and the oil was full of gas. And with the oil being full of gas, dude had told me that it was full of gas because it had a leak or something in the cutoff valve to the from the tank going into the carbs. So because it was full of gas and I did the compression test last time, I believe that those compression numbers were wrong. Because, like I said, the oil was full of gases, so it didn't have any thickness or consistency to it. And the compression test I did last time, the numbers were hold up. If I can find the numbers on the, there they are. Alright, the first time it was like on a dry compression test it was 90 psi with 130 kPus. No, that was actually 90 psi. And the minimum on the psi's would have to be 114 is the minimum. And I was looking at 90 before I added the oil. 90, 110, 30 on the third cylinder, and 95 on the fourth. And after I added oil to it, just put a little oil in the top. This is the first time before I drained the oil pan. I was up to 130, 135, 80, and 130 on the fourth cylinder. And that's with the gas in the oil. Alright, and once I drained it, the gas out of the oil, and those numbers were indicative to that I needed to drop the engine and go ahead and redo the seals. Or the rings, the oil rings. But then once I put the good oil in there, redid the compression test, my numbers were looking at, on the dry run without adding the oil on top of the piston, I was up to 120 psi, 125, 90, and 121. Now that's on a dry run. And then once I add the oil up, I was up to 160 psi, in which your minimum, like I said, is 114. So on the dry, it was 120, 125, 90, and 121, with a minimum being 114 psi. But then once I added the oil, it was up to 160, 150, 160, and 130 on the fourth cylinder. But those numbers are telling me that I'm getting good compression. What it was the oil mixed with the gas that was causing it to, not to give a good, compression on the cylinders. So it looks like we're not going to be breaking the engine down today. We're going to have to go and check the ignition and maybe get new spark plugs and see if I can check the ohms on the wires and also the coils. See if I can check the output on the coils and take a look at the timing. Alright.